What's up, guys? Bass Boys here. We're returning to the cheese pond. Thought I'd take a little fishing trip here after work. Let's see what time it is. 4:10. So we're here at a pretty good time to start. I haven't been to the cheese pond here for quite a bit. I've been fishing at that landfill because the fishing's been pretty good there. So that's been the last like 3 or 4 videos now. So we're changing it up here. Coming back to the cheese pond. The reason for that is we are in mid-April. This is like the first day where it seems like it's actually been sunny. We've been in the dark for like weeks, it seems like. I think it's only been really like a week and a half. It's been cloudy and dark, rainy, windy for a while. So this is a change here. And that bite's gonna be starting up here. The good bite for anything. So I'm gonna start out here my panfish series. If you guys watch the channel, you know I use this rod a lot. It's the ultralight rod, 6 foot. And then for my reel, Shimano Sedona 1000 4-pound test fluorocarbon. And then for bait, I'm using the Bobby Garland, the swimmer with the tail, 1/16 ounce jig head there. That's what I was using last video at the landfill. We caught some crappies on it. I think we caught it bass. The reason I am here today is because that walleye bite, it's got to be getting close. Mid-April, it's got to be a good time to land some walleyes out of here. May too. When we get into May, that's obviously May, June are like top months for fishing. We'll definitely be here today as late as we can. It's a Friday, so sunset's around, I believe, 7:25, possibly 7:30 by now. The days keep getting longer and longer. Big change though today. Feels much warmer than it was the past few days. Like I said, it's been crappy weather, cold and miserable. But in some cases, the fish don't care. Seems like there's days when it's crappy out, cold or whatever, rainy. And sometimes those days are really good, but not really so far. And I've pretty much caught a lot of my walleye here on this kind of bait right here. Just a simple jig on a Bobby Garland. I've got them on weedless hooks with a little bit bigger baits, minnow style. Seem to like that. Biggest walleye I ever caught is actually over there. I believe it's the biggest. It's probably one of the biggest of all time in this lake. I'd be willing to bet. The only competition I really have is from Ryan on the channel. He caught a really big walleye in May. It was in the back, and he got it on a 3-inch sonar minnow, Yum. Mine, down there in the shallows. We were actually catfishing. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know what it is now, but I think it's like 5 years ago now. It's kind of crazy. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it's been a while. But yeah, I was just fishing a decent-sized bluegill on the bottom, and I had the clicker on because I got one of those big bait caster catfish reels, and the clicker zinged off, and I caught him on a big circle hook and a bluegill. It was definitely a 27 to 30 inch walleye, and easily 6 or 7 pounds. I don't over exaggerate my fish. Some people might think I do, but I don't. You know, some people will catch like a 15-inch bass, think it's like 4 pounds or something. You know, when realistically a 4-pound bass is could be anywhere. At least where I fish, if you're lucky, a fat 16-incher, 16 to like, you know, possibly 20 inches, could still be like 3 to 4 pounds. But a 20-incher can easily be 5 pounds. Just all depends on what time of the year you get them. But right now, at least pretty soon, it's a good time to get the bass, as they're feeding up right now, or they're getting close, and then they're going to be nice and fat. This place has seemed dead for the last few trips here, but I can assure you that the fish are still here. There's still good fish to be caught here. Sometimes I lose hope in this place, thinking this is going to be it. This is going to be the year that it starts to decline. And it definitely is. There's no doubt about it. When you have a fishing lake like this, over many years, lots of people are going to be fishing in it. And it's eventually going to go dead unless it's managed, kept up with plenty of bait fish and things to eat for the fish, and stocking. Now me, at least in my area, they have stocking of all the fish in all the lakes. They tell you how big they are when they put them in. It gives you like a symbol. It's like in a book, or it's online too. They'll tell you what they're putting in. Not that I believe it. I don't believe the numbers. Maybe a long time ago, maybe they were more truthful. But now I think they get away with not even stocking the lake for multiple years. without a doubt. For the second time in a row here, coming here. Last time I came here, it was just terrible. It's actually, I think, a couple days ago. It's like 35 degrees and raining and snowing. Wasn't nobody here. I didn't really expect anybody to be here fishing. Usually in conditions like that. But today it's much warmer, sunny. I'm the only one here. There ain't another person out here fishing. It's always important to make sure you got your drag right when I get a fish. It's always important to make sure your drag's set pretty good when fishing, ultralight fishing. I think we either got a bluegill or a croix. Yeah, that's a bass. It's acting all crazy. It was acting a lot like a bluegill. You know how those bluegills are. They just kind of go berserk and shake. And that hook wasn't coming out. Didn't seem like I got a very good hook set. GoPro camera decided to malfunction, so not sure if you got it. Hopefully I got the fish on video, catching it. But there he is, like a 12-inch bass there. He's not worthy of turning the camera around. Only certain fish get that privilege. Usually they got to be at least 15 inches. At least. Then maybe I'll turn them around. Turn the camera around. I should check my line. Gotta make sure there's no nicks in it. So it's bass. That one had like, they got like this sandpapery mouth right now. That rubs on your line, which it looks like it might have, especially towards the knot. Probably a good idea to retie, because we don't want to possibly miss a walleye for that. Alright, it'll be a good time to bring up my Legend Tournament Walleye Series rod. It's the other bait I brought. Try it out. It's a 7-foot light rod. And then a Shimano Sahara 1000, very similar to the Sedona, just it's better, smoother. Thinking of getting one for the ultralight, same exact reel. And then I got 6-pound line, fluorocarbon. And I'm going to be trying that bait I was using at the landfill, but I'm going to use it on a football style Finnese jig head. It's the rock and shad Cabela's bait. It works, it seems to work fairly well, weightless. But it works in a jig head, works like this. Also, work a lot of ways. But these were one of my favorite style jigs to use last year. I discovered them. So I was looking for a jig head. I was looking for a jig head that without an exposed hook, so it wouldn't get caught in the weeds as easily. This seems to be the one. Cabela's makes hooks just like it. Have some of those too. Bass Pro or whatever. But these are owner football Finnese jig heads, I think they call them. It's a 1/16 ounce. I try to keep my weights, heads, the jig head, the actual weight, as light as I can. Get too heavy fishing places like this, just seems to sink too fast. Just get stuck in a pile of weeds. Got some weeds here, but I know there's weeds out there. But when the weeds thicken up, and they're worse, it's like impossible to fish with a jig head like a regular exposed one. Forget that. Just be reeling in 10 pounds of weeds every cast. But these ones that are weedless, mostly weedless, work well. Ah, we had a hit. We had a hit, and I missed it, man. Fuck. Damn it, man. It's like the same way I missed a fish yesterday. The first fish I had on this bait. Missed it like the same way. I think my drag was set too loose there. It's not something I want to be doing, is missing fish. Especially when we don't know how many chances we're going to get. People starting to show up now. I'm not sure if they're fishermen or they're just walkers. Never know. There's a lot of walkers fish at these or don't fish. A lot of walkers who just come to a place to walk. Got another one. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Looks like another bass. That's probably what those are. Bass, just taking a peck at it. This one got the hook. Even smaller than the other one. He ain't getting on camera. Not taking the camera off for him either. Twisted the bait up, but it's good. Didn't nick it up the line at all. Yeah, I believe there is another fisherman here. We're getting some rapid bites here though. There's another one. Let's see what we got this time. It's probably another bass. He's fighting. Yeah. A little bass. Even smaller than that last one. We're getting smaller. Smaller and smaller. Can't believe they're getting the hook. That's a decent size bait there for a little bass like that. I think I already got another one. Damn. Look at that, like all of a sudden just hitting. Not sure what we got. It's probably gonna be another bass. Yep. Another bass. Man, it's like gotten into mini territory. I was casting my garland out there. Little bait. It's like they wouldn't touch it. Not sure if I was getting out this far though. It seems like the farther out we get, better. Could be the key. Would be nice to find some bigger bass. At least the size we were catching recently. At least that big. Fish. So we didn't swallow it. I waited a little bit on that one. I doubt it. Yeah, right on the edge of the mouth. Just another 10-incher. Seems like they're here. There's another one. Another bass. A bunch of weeds on them. Another small mini bass. Keep hooking them in the same spot, like right under the eye. It's a good spot to actually hook them because they don't usually get off. It's got kind of a fat belly. This bait is taking a beating, but it's still hanging on. had a bite here for just a little bit. Alright folks, it's been a little while. Haven't gotten one for a little bit. I'm gonna try the drain. Alright, well I'm heading over to the walleye spot. It's a little bit early. Still not too sure on sticking to this spot for the whole rest of the time. I already know I'm not going to be, probably not going to be here. But we'll see. It's been dead for the last 45 minutes or so. Well, we're getting close to 7 o'clock. Trying to decide what to do here. I got about an hour before it's dark. Don't know if I'm gonna spend it here. So usually I always get lucky in this spot, or unlucky and break off. I get a good bite. Like every time in this spot, I stay till night. Or I go back to where I started. And I was catching the bass. I think maybe we'll stick it out here for maybe until it's dark. Or at least till sunset. Maybe right before. If we haven't gotten anything by then maybe we should move. Or I should move, not we. I think everybody who was here fishing has left or is leaving. So it looks like I'm probably the only one fishing here now. Again. That's when I get the bites. That's when everybody leaves. Here come those birds. It's the first time I've seen them for a while. Two big white birds. Gonna give this spot one more cast because it's almost 7:20. Haven't had a nibble over here. I'm thinking I should go hit some spots before it's too dark. Spot I haven't hit yet. So let's hurry up and get over there. Good news is it's not, the wind is like completely gone. Was a little bit of a breeze, but it's gone. We got something. Not sure what it is. didn't get no good hook set though. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. It ain't a walleye. It's another bass, it looks like. Bass just hanging out there. What's up with these little bastards? First one though. First fish I've seen in like an hour and a half. Light on. Another little bastard. Yeah, I had high hopes that was a walleye. It's usually what it is. It's usually what it would be at this time. But it was just another one of those pesky little bass. Got it way out there. Because I usually, like in the summer, or you know, within the next month, come in the spot, use one of those cover scats, some chunk baits, chuck it out there real far. Because there's an island out there, another island, like 2 of them I think. And that's how I usually eat bass over here. Really hoping that was going to be a walleye. Usually at this time, that's what it is. Time is at 7:48. See when sunset is. 7:30. Technically, we have till 8:30 if we wanted to. Alright, we're at the spot I started at. Our last chance at a walleye is about now. Those big white birds are out here. See them over there. Alright, well, I think that's going to be a wrap for today. The day started out kind of crappy, and then got on those bass over there in that one spot. I don't know how many we got, like five or something in that one spot, and then went around the lake, kind of walked around, thinking that maybe since they're biting here, maybe that's a sign they're going to be all over the shorelines or something, and I should be able to catch them in the back or in some other spots that I had luck at, but it was pretty much nothing. The main goal really was to get a walleye, and we failed at that, so we'll have to come back again some other time and hopefully get on some walleyes. This is really like the first or maybe the second time I've been out here at night. Hasn't really been worth it to fish through the night yet, but so now that we're getting into you know, real spring and slowly transitioning to summer, then start fishing more at sunset and past. So it's usually when a lot of good fish are caught, so I had to give it a try, see if we can land a walleye today, but we'll have plenty of time to hopefully get on some of them walleyes. So still got that gnats in my throat or something, just breathing and getting them in. So yeah, a lot of small bass today. That was all we caught. Not one crappie. I was kind of surprised that we didn't get one single crappie. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, I wouldn't mind hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.